My NIU N-GT is now 5 years old and I'm still riding it at all conditions, although snow is definitely no fun to ride. Having now a mileage of 37,000 kilometers, you definitely cannot call this scooter a cheap Chinese product. The rear tire lasted over 25,000 kilometers. Removing the tire after such a long distance was challenging. The aluminum swing is heavily corroded. It's not braking, but you need brute force to take the axle off. Again, I have chosen Michelin City grips as I was extremely satisfied with the overall performance. You can see the corrosion everywhere. As you may know from the previous videos, the front fork was replaced by NIU twice. So this one is the younger and less corroded component here. Brake discs are still fine, only the rear brake pads need to be replaced again. The aluminum paint job is really not the best, but the less noble aluminum is probably keeping heavy rust from the attached iron parts away. The paint and sticker job was bad from the very beginning. I did not care, since this is not relevant for the reliability. The battery calculates more than 400 full charging cycles. The battery management system seems sometimes to be confused and is showing percentage drops of 5% after battery storage overnight. But I did not check this further, since I did not notice any significant loss in range yet. Looking at the estimated battery capacity, I should be still fine with over 90%. You may check out my previous videos for details of the measurement. In July 2023 I got the message that the smart service will discontinue and I need to pay a fee to keep it. NIU promised no negative impact on the operation of the scooter, which I unfortunately cannot confirm. The scooter started to reset its ECU after 40 minutes or so. You could see the scooter lighting up during a restart, even with no keys inserted. The worst part was that this was happening also during my rides. You can imagine that the restart of the ECU on the highway is a less pleasant event. The power is immediately lost for a couple of seconds before you can continue your ride. I know that this is a software problem, since I have seen this effect at the very beginning when I bought the scooter, but it was not registered in the NIU system yet. Of course, NIU could not help and recommended replacing the central unit on my own cost. I preferred to pay the service for the next 2 years and voila, the scooter works as good as before. The mandling of the charger cable started to break. I pulled the cable more into the housing to prevent further damage. Newer chargers feature here a connector to replace the cable. The battery grips came loose. You can pull the pins behind the plastic caps to access the screws. Now they are tight again. So let's see if I can make the 50,000 kilometers.